What is the easiest tip for consistent physical activity for 50 plussers? Now, I often get asked, what's the one simple tip I've used over the years that helps folks 50 plus become fitter, healthier with tons of energy? Now, we all know the best means to achieve your goals is with physical activity and exercise, but it's tough to do on a regular basis. You start with a walk here and a walk there, maybe some exercises at home, but there's always something that seems to come up. Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70 plus host for our Loving 50 Plus channel. What happens is life. You have the best of intentions to include physical activity in your week. This is the week we're going to do it. But Monday comes, and after work, you can't exercise because there's a meeting. It's about your town's summer food festival, and you're on a committee. It's like you're living in a Hallmark movie channel. Except there's no budding romance between the local girl who went to the big city to work and came back to town only to meet her high school sweetheart again. Now, wait a minute, I don't know this storyline for myself. Somebody told me about it. But your meeting is more about your neighbors deciding, between the kettle corn or the roasted corn on the cob for the food boost, but you have to go, so no exercise. Now, Tuesday, you watch your grandkids, nieces or nephews. You love it, but it's a long day and they wear you out. Wednesday was raining, so you stayed in and marathoned YouTube TV. Thursday, grandkids again. Friday comes, hey, it's been a long week. You need a little social activity, so you're meeting your friends for pizza. The week just gets away from you. Well, you think, I'll try for next week. But come on, that's what we said last week. Now, you could get one of those activity trackers. They've been around for quite a few years. They're techie devices you wear on your wrist. They track steps and lots of other helpful information. But maybe you're just getting started and you don't want to spend 100, 200, or 300 or more on an activity tracker yet. And there's also fitness apps on your smartphone. Both can help. But remember, we're talking simple. And what I've used for myself since way back in the late, 1970s, and always suggested my training clients since the 1980s, is an activity calendar. A simple, but it's very effective way to accomplish 3 important benefits to reach your long-term fitness goals. And I'm telling you, it works. So benefit number 1, schedule physical activity into your week. You keep notes for doctor's appointments, meetings, the kids sitting, but I suggest you schedule specific times for physical activity. Monday you have that meeting later in the day, so either Monday before work or at lunchtime schedule a 10, 20, 30-minute walk. Don't just think you'll do it, write it in your activity calendar. Now, Tuesday and Thursday, your kid's sitting. So if that starts, whatever the time, say it starts at 10 a.m., schedule 20 minutes at 4 p.m. for 3 nice sets of your squats, your wall push-ups, your shoulder presses, your arm exercises, and your core strengtheners. Write it on your activity calendar. Now, Wednesday, write on your activity calendar, 30-minute walk. Later, you can surf YouTube with a clear conscience. Now, Friday comes and you feel so good about all that physical activity you've already done, so pencil yourself in for a great 30-minute walk. You've seen how good your walking and your exercises make you feel. And Saturday, you've scheduled your squats, wall push-ups, shoulder presses, arms, and core exercises. It's less about accountability and more about giving yourself credit for the physical activity you do. Now, here's a few of my activity calendars, from over the years. Here's one from 1983, the little pocket ones and everything else. And here's one of the calendars I got from, those amazing folks at the Wounded Warriors Project. They do wonderful work and they're helpful. So, look them up at woundedwarriorproject.org and please help them. Now, benefit number 2, activity calendars are so much more than just a scheduling device. They can be hugely motivational. Put them where you're going to see them. We've got an official Loving 50 Plus calendar. So say you hang this on your refrigerator, you hang it on the wall in your closet, wherever you're going to see it, and it's going to help you stay on your activity program. So, a lot of people just print it out, current month, and they, stick it on the refrigerator with, cute little cat magnets or something. But think of this. It's what you'll see. Those times you're just before bedtime and you remember that slice of leftover deep dish pizza in the fridge? For me, if I see my activity calendar staring me in the face, it's not so much of a guilt thing, it's the realization of how much walking I'd have to do to burn off those calories. Now, depending on your body weight and how fast you walk, a 30-minute walk may burn only about, 100 or 200 calories, but it does so much for your body's health. That's why we're doing it. But a slice of deep dish can be 400 to 500 calories, plus the sausage. That's a lot of walking for some old cold pizza. So here's how all this works. Grab a marker, draw a little box, put your name in there. Write down your activity. Say, Monday, what did we say? The time, what was it, 10 o'clock Monday? Let's say walk, 10 a.m. Then on Tuesday, I think it was around 2 p.m. or 4 p.m., whatever it was. Let's say 2 p.m., we were going to do a strength training. Wednesday, we will walk a little later in the day. Say you want to walk around 4 p.m. with your schedule. Please excuse my penmanship. It's never been any good. Now, strength training, say it's before work. You're going to get out there, say it's 7 a.m., you're going to do part of your strength training program. It can be any time. And then on through the week. So what this nice box is you're going to put a check in it every time during the week you do your program. Doesn't that look nice with those little boxes? But here's another thing you're going to do. We're not in this alone. Grab another marker, make a different color box, and say you put your spouse in there, your friend, whatever you're going to do. And you don't have to do anything else. Just leave it like that. Your significant other, your spouse, I don't have room to write significant other, so let's say spouse. They're going to come over here and look at this and go, well, wait a minute. How come they've got all these blue check marks on there? I'm going to put some blue check marks on there. The whole thing is, it's very motivational. Now, maybe you can put your spouse's name, don't put Mr. Grumpy. This is about motivation. Maybe Mr. Wonderful. No, that's taken. Just put his name down there. It's a great but subtle way to get them involved in physical activity. Now, benefit number 3, activity calendars also give you credit for incidental physical activity you do. Walk the dog, write it down. 20 minutes slow, fast walk. Gardening, write it down. Chasing the kids at the park, write it down. But make sure you schedule at least 3 days per week of your fun strength training program every other day. As 50-plussers, we need it. What about trying new things? You grab your spouse, grab your friends, and start enjoying pickleball. Write it down. There's tens of thousands of health clubs, YMCAs, and community centers out there. All have lots of great classes to join for fun physical activities. When you have that much available, it's really simple to jot down your class times on your activity calendars. Come on, let's not overcomplicate our lives. Let's do simple. Start out by printing out a monthly calendar. Label it Loving 50 Plus Activity Calendar, and schedule your healthier, fitter, and more energetic life ahead. Now, thanks for watching our Loving 50 Plus episode. I appreciate you being here. Always check with your doctor before starting any exercise program. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. That keeps us going. And remember, I really appreciate it. I love all our longtime subscribers. Thanks. Leave a comment. And remember, please take care of yourself.